next up, we got Bernie Kosar. You mentioned it at the top of the pod. Got fired before the game for placing a bet on the Browns to win the game. Now, I will say this. People keep making it sound like the Browns hate this guy. And they have actually done some questionable things to Bernie over the years.
His skills have been diminishing for a long time.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, we actually thought this at first too, but unfortunately there are rules in the NFL against any personnel for the team placing bets on the games. And that's kind of why I think the Browns' hands were tied. I actually would not be surprised if he was back with the team next year and able to kind of explain that away to the NFL.
And I can understand.
He doesn't really do anything with the team. He's
like a fill-in radio guy.
Yeah.
Look, I get that rules are rules, but come on. Like, sports betting just became legal in Ohio. This was a promotional thing.
It was a ceremonial bet. Yeah.
Charity. This was akin to the Pete Rose when he put his first bet in on New Year's Day as soon as sports betting was legal. Like, we have to be able to, as human beings, as adults in the room, be able to say, okay, can we make an exception here? Bernie now understands he can't place bets, even if they're for charity. But to just say, Bernie, you're out, sorry, see you later, to the point where I think why fans were upset was because Bernie was upset. Yeah. It doesn't sound like
he came out on Twitter and he said, they're not letting me do the game. They said that they no longer need me. And it feels like a few years ago when they let him go. So.
Yeah. So and Bernie's one of those guys when you talk about
he loves the Browns
culture in a locker room and in the building and in the organization. That guy bleeds brown and orange.
And we just keep shitting on him.
And we just keep kicking him out.
We definitely keep giving him the brown. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I do, like I said, I do think that in the Browns' eyes, they're that got weird.
in the brown eyes,
in the Browns' eyes, they had to do that, but I think that they were quick to pull the trigger, and they probably could have talked to the NFL and say, "Look, this guy's a radio guy."
There's always things that can be
like, how is the radio guy going to affect the outcome?
We can make an exception for, you know, and we just are so endeared to our rules.